Alright guys, in this next problem, we're asked to find the perimeter of the rectangle. So let's highlight capital P, and actually let's go and write that below. So we have the perimeter of this rectangle. Well, one way to find the perimeter is to add up all four side lengths. But is there another way of solving this problem? Could we find the perimeter another way? Well, what do we know about this rectangle? We know that opposite sides are congruent. Therefore, if this side length is 12 centimeters, this other side length also has to be 12 centimeters. Also, if this side length is 3 centimeters, or we call this the width here, if this width is 3 centimeters, this width would be 3 centimeters as well, so 3 cm. So it looks like I have two lengths that are 3 centimeters long and two that are 12 centimeters long. So if I were to take 12 centimeters here and just double it, well, I should find the length of both of these sides added together. So let's just write down P is equivalent to, well, 2 times 12. And then close those parentheses there. Okay, so I'm just doubling this side length. That's the same as adding this side length and this side length together. Since the perimeter is the sum of all of the side lengths, we've got to add, well, whatever the value is for 12 doubled, or 12 plus 12, we've got to add that to the other two side lengths. So rather than adding 3 plus 3 or writing it down twice, let's just take one side length, so 3, and we'll double it. So 3 times 2, or 2 times 3 in this case. So we're doubling 3 centimeters. When you do that, you're essentially adding both side lengths together. Well, this formula below, it's the setup for a fancy formula you'll find in your formula workbook or your formula chart. So let's go and put a big capital P down, and the formula that I'm writing down works on all rectangles. So the perimeter is equal to, well, if I took this side length that's 12 centimeters, let's just give it a name. We're going to call it L for the length of this side. So if we took this value for L and doubled it, so we have 2 times L, or 2 times the side length. We're doubling it, and we add it to, well, over here we have the width. So 3 centimeters is equivalent to the width of the rectangle, so we're going to put a W down. Well, we have two side lengths that are the same, or two values that essentially are equivalent to the width, so let's double the side lengths, or double the width in this case. We'll multiply the value for W by 2. So 2 times W. Well, this is essentially the fancy formula or setup that works for the perimeter, or finding the perimeter of all rectangles, not just the one on the screen. So 2 times the length, in this case the length is 12, plus 2 times W, the width. In this case the width is 3. We can find the perimeter of this rectangle. So let's take a new pen, and we're going to multiply 2 times 12 and also multiply 2 times 3. Well, 2 times 12 gives a value of 24, and 2 times 3 gives a value of 6. Now remember, perimeter, it's the sum of all side lengths. Well, 24 is only the sum of 2 side lengths. 6 is only the sum of 2 other side lengths. Let's go ahead and add these together to find the sum of all of the side lengths. So 24 plus 6 is equivalent to 30. But I'm not finished. Let's go ahead and make sure we put the units in as well. So 30 centimeters. So in this case, the perimeter is equivalent to 30 centimeters. Let's go ahead and box that up. And I'm not 100% finished. I want to just check this work. Make sure we ran through this formula correctly. So remember earlier I said if you take the sum of all 4 side lengths, you'll find the perimeter. Let's take the sum of all 4 side lengths. We're going to take 12 and add 3 to it. So 12 plus 3, and then we have 2 more as well. So let's take 12 and add 3 to it again. So we're adding up all 4 values. Well, I know that 12 plus 3 is 15. I also know that 12 plus 3 is 15. So I could add straight through, or I could combine or group values using the associative property and add 15 plus 15. In both cases, you're going to find out that the final value is equivalent to 30. So the perimeter checks out to be 30 centimeters. Cool stuff.